What's going on, fellow bass players? It's your boy Ray J coming at you. You feel me? Just got done. It is to you by B Cage or whatnot, and just want to do a video on adding flavor to your playing or whatnot, or experiencing with adding flavor to your praying as well as your playing. Flavor to play and pray, or flavor to play and pray, cause it pays. Anyway, tongue twister, y'all know, don't judge me. So I just, like I said, I want to do a video, quick little tips or ideas that you can use to add flavor to your playing or whatnot. And before I start, I just want to give like the theory behind it by using analogy. Well, not so much analogy, more like a parable. No, more an illustration of something that you can relate it to. We think of food. You have flavor is not the food itself, or you could just think of flavor as a seasoning. You season your food that you're going to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like if you cook chicken, chicken is the meat. Chicken is the dish. It's what's going to fill you. Even if it's plain, it's still going to, you know, be of nourishment to you. But when you add seasoning, it makes the chicken taste a whole lot better or whatnot, depending on, you know, if you add the right amount. Too little seasoning, you don't taste the seasoning, the chicken will still be good, especially if you me, because I just love chicken. But if you add too much seasoning, then it'd be like nasty, like it's too salty. You're trying to give me high blood pressure, you're trying to give me the sugar. So you want to think of it like that as it pertains to bass playing or music in general, that your instrument represents the meat, it represents the meal. If you have no flavor and you just play the song the way it's supposed to be, if you just hit on all the hit notes and everything, the song is going to be filled, because that's what you're supposed to do. But the song has a chance or an opportunity to be better when you add that seasoning or that flavor in there. It kind of like is sweet to the soul and health to the bones when you add, you know, flavor or seasoning in it. So that's how I want you to think of it. That's how I think of it. When I'm like, give me some flavor. It don't have to be, don't give me too much. Just give me enough where I can get by. Give me some good seasoning, like Obey fries. Fries is good just plain, right? But when you add Obey on it, it's like, I like this. Or some ketchup is a season, is a flavor, and that's how you want to look at your bass playing. If you just play a simple progression, no hit note, well, if just hit notes, that's what you're supposed to do. But when you add little things here and there, such as accents, it adds to it, and it adds to the whole spectrum of, you know, musicianship when it's done for the right reason. So let's put that into practice. You got the theory, let's put it into practice. So let's do a song, Our God is Greater. Israel New Breed did it in some elderly group or something. They did it or whatnot. So I just play that progression just by itself, no flavor, no nothing. Listen, the key of A minor or C major, same difference. It's the same key. So here we go. Alright, so that's just a simple bass line. Just start, just dry, just flavorless, but it will get the job done, because you don't get paid to play with seasoning. You get paid, or you play to play the song just as it is. You know what I mean? Chicken wasn't made to be put seasoning on. That's something extra. Again, just trying to illustrate something where we get all flow. So, but with that being said, if you add some seasoning to it, it adds to it. So let's try some simple seasoning to that same progression, which is a 6-4-1-5 in the key of C. Okay? And I would just do minor things, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. Just how you take it from the simple, just to add one thing in there, and how it would, you know, add to it. Alright, so here we go. My bad. Do it again. Alright, so as you can see, it kind of like makes the bass line or the song kind of stand up, because, you know, I'm selfish as being a bass player. I think, you know, we're the most important aspect to any band. That's just how I feel, because we're a bass, so we got that thump. So as I was just, and all I did, nothing spectacular, all I did was just do slides. And all I did was, I did a hammer on. You could either do a hammer on, or you can slide to a whole step up before the hit note and just slide back to the hit note. So it would be slide a whole step up and then slide back to the hit note. Or you could hammer on, and hammer on just means just one strike. Hammer on a whole step up and pull off, so you'd be back on the root note. Alright, and that's still on the 1. Same thing. Same thing. Alright, and that's, you know, again, that's nothing spectacular. You won't get no wows, but it's just giving flavor to the song or whatnot, so that you could kind of like start to, you know, feel into the song. Because I know me, if I'm playing the song kind of like dry and not using like just a little bit, you know, I'm black, we like sugar and we like salt, so I need some of that good flavor when I'm playing. You know what I mean? Everything that we do, we as a people, even if other cultures is watching it, it's okay. Y'all have y'all flavors too. But like, for especially in the black church, everything we do gotta be flavorful or whatnot. Whether if it's the vibrato when people sing, they like, don't be doing nothing. It just look like they're doing something. It's flavor. How we walk, like how we shout and everything. So that's just us. And so that's just adding little spices and seasoning. So again, so all that was just a hammer on. So that's the idea. Just hammer on or slide to a whole step above the hit note, then end on the hit note. Alright, another idea that you can do is you can just do little phrases around the major scale. Most songs are played in major scale, so this is played in C major. So you can do just play around with like certain phrases, just how you would call this a phrase, but you could do it on different hit notes or just different notes that is not the hit note for the song. And what do I mean by that? So let's say I'm on a 6. Alright, I could play around, let's say, with the 5-4-3, then go to the 4, then 1 and a 5. So alright, so what I just did there, the theory behind it was, I landed on the hit note on the 1, but for 2, 3, 4, or the beats 2, 3, 4, I use other notes, and I didn't go back to the 1. But when the next measure came to hit the 4, I just hit the 4. And that's another idea of adding flavor to your song. So if it's something simple, alright, and that's just another hammer-on in the C major scale. That's from D to E. It has nothing to do, well, it has everything to do with the hit note, but from the standpoint as being on the hit note, the hit note is A, but I'm playing D, E. But because it's all in the same scale, it sounds good. So that's another, another tip or advice. Just practice, just doing different things that's not on the hit note, but that's in the same scale as the hit note. So A is in the scale of C. So if I find other notes that's in C, I could just play around with them, just doing phrases, and that's a good way for you to build up runs. So as I was saying, and all I'm doing is just playing around with the C major scale, just in like kind of this box, because this is my root right here, and this is my root. Alright, and I know that these 6 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're all in the C major scale, because it's more like a box. This would be 5, 4, 2, 1, 6, 5. So that's just the D and the G string on the fret 10, which would be C and F, and you just slide a whole step up, and you can do something like that. I could do that I could do this lick for every hit note. So and all I was doing is just playing with these, again, these. Alright, and again, all I'm doing is just playing around with the notes of the major scale that I'm in. And I do a lot of, me personally, I play a lot on the D and the G string, depending where the root is. So if the root is closer to the D string, in this case it is, which is C, I know I can do this, and I know I can do this, and I can even do this, because this is 3 and 6. Alright, so that's an idea, depending on where your root is. Now, C is also down here on the 15, 17, 19 fret. So I can do Alright, so and all I did, just to show you, I don't want to make it look like I'm doing something, not showing you, all I was doing and that's all. You can do that lick, it's just a phrase, and it doesn't really matter what hit note you're doing on. If you want to, like, I guess it'd be intermediate. Adding flavor is that you don't always have to do a lick that ends on the hit note that you're on. So again, if I'm on A, most of the times you do licks that end on A in the same scale, which is fine. But taking a step further or whatnot, and understanding theory, you always don't have to do a lick that ends, or do a phrase that ends on that hit note. So like I said before, alright, I ended on E. So watch again. And on that lick, I barely hit the A. I use the A more as a passing note or whatnot. And it really doesn't matter the lick I did, but I show you anyway, because you can come up with your own licks. It's just I hit the A maybe on the 2 or the 3 count instead of the 1, but I still hit the A or whatnot. So I do it again. And you could do the same, you could apply the same theory to every hit note. I'm just using the A because this is the first note. So now I could do the same to G. Alright, and a little theory behind that is whenever you're playing on the minor or the 6, that attaches the minor scale. You can use the minor scale. So if I use the A minor scale, natural minor scale, or the A minor pentatonic, all the notes in those two scales are the same exact notes in the C major scale. And that's just adding even more to the added flavor, because I know that I can do an A minor chord or something over A minor chord, or if I don't want to do a chord like this, and all that is A and C, I can break the chord up into arpeggios or something. So and you can slide on that. Alright, so I just gave you some ideas on how to add flavor. You can either add your flavor as phrases or licks, and if you listen to a lot of bass players, like for contemporary songs with like simple, or with like songs that is played in that type of progression, they don't do really a lot of runs. They just do like phrases, or just small delayed phrases, and sometimes they will be late to coming on the 1 or the hit note like I was showing you, or they would use the hit note as a passer to do while they're doing a run or a certain phrase like I was showing you. So, and you could come on instead of coming on the 1, you could hit the hit note maybe on the 2. So it'd be 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Or you could do so forth and so on. That going further into theory of keeping time, like there's 4 beats to every measure. Every hit is 1 2 3 4 and such. Even if you don't want to do a lick, you could come to hit notes kind of on, let's say, the 2. So like 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Coming on 3. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Come on 4. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 that's actually good theory to see of how that you can delay coming on a 1. You can fill up the licks for the first 3 measures, and you can end on the last hit note would be, the last note would be the hit note, like I was just doing. So I use the first 3 beats, the 1, 2, 3, to do a filler, and on the 4th beat I use the root note. And that's something else you could think about, how adding flavor or just, broadening your playing. You can start on the 1, and then you can use the next 3 measures that's in that bar for like phrases or licks. Then you could use the 2 as that's the note I'm gonna come on. Then the 3 and so forth. And that's how you could build your licks and as well as your phrases. So, I believe I did enough. I said, enough to get you on your way of just doing phrases. And just rock out. And it's just as chords, all I'm doing right here. And all that is just breaking up a chord, just walking up to the chord. And if you don't know, the corresponding chord that goes with the major scale or your scale degrees, I did a lesson on that as well, and you can watch that. I'm trying to equip you with all I know and all that you kind of need to know, just to elevate your playing day by day. And I'm continuing to get better day by day. I'm learning new things every week or whatnot, and I'm showing them to y'all. So hopefully this was a help. Continue to comment, subscribe, and like. With that, it's your boy Ray, over and out.